Bro, man, the cartels are going to kidnap you as soon as you cross the damn border, dude. You're going to have to be looking left to right, right to left in regards to your safety in Mexico at all times.
But is Mexico a safe country for Americans to visit?
Bro, man, the cartels are going to kidnap you as soon as you cross the damn border, dude. It is
That's
vicious.
what everyone thinks.
You're going to have to be looking left to right, right to left in regards to your safety in Mexico at all times. I would say if you are not looking for trouble, there would be no trouble in Mexico. Now, are there occasions where there's an innocent bystander that gets caught up in something? Yes, but that's here in the United States and that's in other countries. But if you are going to Mexico for the very first time, you don't have to worry about the scoping. You don't have to worry about motorcycle, somebody trying to rob you. You don't really have to worry about petty theft. I mean, it does happen occasionally in certain areas, but for the most part, Mexico is very, very safe, including areas where, the cartels are prevalent. I've been to Sinaloa probably over 20 times. I've been to Culiacan, where El Chapo was from, 10 plus times. I met some of the most humble, welcoming people of all of Mexico. And when you talk about their town not being safe, they get offended by that, and I met cops there. So the one thing to really look out for in Mexico, and I mentioned this earlier in the live stream, is just the corrupt police. So if you're going to a border town, specifically, Tijuana, Mexicali, which those are the only two border towns I recommend guys going to. All right. The Texas border towns are a no-go. So Matamoros, Juarez, Nuevo Laredo, do not go there at all. That is a no-go zone. Okay, there's nothing there, and it's just filled with narcos. Okay, pushing other things to and from the border. But the police, as I mentioned, they will bribe you if you do something out of the ordinary. So be careful and be mindful of that.
Was that area that you were just mentioning the most dangerous area in all of Mexico?
Juarez, I will never go again. Not that anything bad happened to me. It's just a dusty, dirty, old, dark. It is dark at night, scary dark. I'm like, damn, people are still driving around? Like, it's scary dark in Juarez. So that's the El Paso border. Hey, there are other guys that probably been there. I'm like, oh man, I love El Paso. No. And thank God I was just only there to pass through Chihuahua. So Juarez is a no-go. I mentioned Matamoros. That was the place where the Black Americans went down there and one of them got killed. Do you remember that story or no?
No, I actually don't know.
Where the girl tried to get a BBL. That was in Matamoros. That happened last year, and the cartel basically, which is crazy, they surrender a couple of people to be arrested because, they killed one of those Americans. And a lot of people don't know that the cartels, they're involved in a lot of major industries, including tourism in Mexico. So it's to their advantage to keep Americans safe in Mexico at all times. Because, we're cash cows down there. So why hurt the income that's coming to our country? And so that's how they operate.
And that's what more people need to understand. It's similar to the Dominican Republic. I mean, the Dominican Republic, where I'm from, that's my motherland. Mm-hmm. The DR gets such a bad look because, like, from foreigners, because a lot of foreigners assume that, okay, Latin American country, it's dangerous, don't go out there, But what they don't understand, similar to Mexico, is that the government protects the U.S. citizens out over there. They protect them. Colombia, a little bit different. I'm not going to really dive into Colombia too much. But in the Dominican Republic, they make sure that you're well protected. The people out there don't want to hurt you or anything like that because they know that's a loss of money. A lot of money's coming in because all these tourists coming in. They don't want to mess that up. Because all it takes is one bad incident for them to lose money. Like, I remember years ago, I don't know if you remember this, QB, but in the Dominican Republic, in the resorts, there were stories about people dying because of the drinks. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I heard about that. Correct.
Yeah, so they lost a lot of tourism because of that, and it took them a couple years to recover. You know what I mean? So that's the last thing these countries want. So you guys, I'm sure you're going to be safe in Mexico, just like QB said. As long as you're staying away from certain territories and areas, you should be good.
Yeah, so, for a frame of reference, stay in nice areas in Mexico. Do your research in regards to going out at night, and you'll be fine. The border towns specifically do have corrupt police, so don't be driving at night. Mexicali, prime example, they have a lot of DUI checkpoints. I mean, I came across a few, obviously drinking, and they were cool with me. They spoke English. Hey, man, everything okay? Or no problem. But there could be that bad cop saying, hey, we're going to impound your car, and you're going to have to pay $400 tomorrow to get it out the impound. So, you have to keep that in mind.
But why are the cops so corrupted there? Is it because more Americans go there so they know, okay, let's be more corrupt? Why are they so corrupt there?
So specifically in Tijuana and border towns, because Americans pass through there, they know that, all right, this guy's not street savvy, so we can bribe him. So they'll pull you over. Hey, you didn't stop at that stop sign. Your music was too loud. Tints. That's another thing. If you're driving in Mexico and your car is tinted, they're going to pull you over, either the federales or the local policemen. So because they can use the scare tactic, oh, we're going to take you into jail. If you don't give us money, people pay. So if that happens on a continuous basis, that, cops are going to be corrupt. Another thing, do not drive in Mexico on expired tags, because they will impound your car and you will not be able to get it out.
And like I said, it's similar to the Dominican Republic. Same thing. They'll pull you over. They'll ask for a certain amount of money. So this isn't something that's exclusive to Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. It's all around the world, actually. These cops are corrupt outside of the U.S. And even in the U.S., they're corrupt. You know what I mean? So this is a worldwide issue, ladies and gentlemen. So this isn't a Mexico issue.
The next station is Shibuya. Look at me, where she gonna be? Call me Vicky